Honey Boo Boo, aka Alana, has been under a lot of criticism lately, but this is not the first time she's faced a lot of hate, and the ways she responds to it are always really something else. And you guys will never believe all the crazy things she said to her haters in response. Alana has been under a lot of criticism pretty much her entire life. It's just something that comes with being in the public eye, and she's been in the spotlight since she was a little kid on Toddlers and Tiaras, so she's definitely had her fair share of haters throughout her life, and she's been criticized for many things, but some of them have been more justified than others. Most recently, it's the fact that she's constantly just asking people for money over TikTok, and obviously there's been so much said about that already. But let's look at all the other times she's come under fire and what she had to say about it. The thing about Alana is, she doesn't like to just sit there and let the haters hate. Whenever she feels people are piling on her unfairly, she likes to clap back at them. And she doesn't hold back with her words either. One big thing that she always has to deal with is people attacking the way she looks and her fashion choices. Just recently, she has responded to people who are commenting on her nails and eyelashes. If you follow Alana's socials, you'll know that she likes to get her nails done really long and in various colors and motives. And she also wears long eyelash extensions. And people in her comments have been calling her choices in this trashy and telling her to stop with the nails and things like that. Someone even said her nails looked cheap, but Alana responded by saying that her nails were actually pretty expensive. And then she said her piece to the people who were calling her trashy on a TikTok live. And she really didn't hold back. She actually got super candid and used some pretty strong words in her response. She then said that it was actually the haters who were watching her and the show she's in. And she asked them why they would watch a show if they thought it was trashy. Obviously, it was more of a rhetorical question, but she's really made it obvious that what she does with her nails and lashes is her choice, and she's not going to listen to these people's criticism. This kind of thing is something that pretty much always comes with having a following of some sort, especially when it comes to women. People just always feel like they can judge and criticize women's looks and clothing, and it's a really common thing that you see online everywhere. But obviously, that doesn't make it okay or justified. Alana, just like anyone else, is allowed to do whatever she wants with her looks, and she shouldn't have to deal with mean comments about it. But it's not surprising that she's had problems with this kind of thing, especially on the internet. And she's obviously been criticized for more than just her looks, and not all of it has been as unfair to her as that. Another big thing that people hold against her a lot is basically everything to do with her boyfriend. The biggest problem is that there's a pretty large age gap between them. Alana is just about to turn 18 this summer, but she was only freshly 16 when she and Draylon announced their relationship, and at that point, he was already 20 years old. That kind of age gap wouldn't really be significant if the two of them were a little older, but the fact that Alana was 16 when they started dating makes it an issue, and that's mostly what people have been criticizing about their relationship. And here, the haters kind of have a point, because the relationship is problematic because of the age thing. But the thing is that Alana isn't the one who should be criticized for that. She's actually the child in this scenario, and it's not her fault that she's in a relationship that could be inappropriate. Draylon is the one who should actually be blamed for that. He's the adult, so he's the one who's responsible for this. He definitely should know better than to date a minor, that's for sure. Or you could even make the case that Mama June is to blame for allowing this. Or even Alana's sister Pumpkin, who actually has legal guardianship over her. So it should technically be her responsibility to ensure that Alana is safe and not getting into bad relationships. But we know that Pumpkin has actually been supportive of the couple. Alana actually brought that up as her defense against the comments. She said that at the end of the day, she's happy with her boyfriend and her sister approves too. So to her, there's no reason to change anything about it. She even said that another person who approves is Draylon's mom, who's another adult that should probably know better. But not all of the criticism has been just about the age gap. Draylon has actually been in his fair share of scandals. A couple of years before he and Alana got together, he was actually charged with doing inappropriate things with a minor. Apparently, he had another underage girlfriend before Alana. But unlike Alana's family, her mom did not approve of the relationship. And one time she caught them doing adult stuff, she actually reported Draylon to the police. There was even a whole trial against him, although he didn't end up going to jail in the end. But that wasn't even the only time he got in trouble with the authorities. Pretty recently, he actually got arrested for DUI, as well as breaking a bunch of other road rules. And Alana herself was involved in the car chase leading up to his arrest. He tried to escape the police when they were pulling him over. And at that time, Alana was actually in the car with him. This happened only a few months ago, and it was all over the internet. Alana was safe in the end, and she didn't actually get charged with any crimes either. But it was still definitely a super dangerous situation for her. So this whole story only made the hate they got for their relationship that much stronger. But even though the criticism is definitely justified, I would still say that it's not Alana who should be held accountable here. But the other reason she's come under fire recently is definitely a fair point against her. And that's obviously the whole thing where she and Pumpkin just won't get an actual job to make money. All they do is ask people to pay their bills for them over on TikTok. And obviously, actual hateful messages are just never justified. Not even when the person being criticized is actually in the wrong. But the truth is, what Pumpkin and Alana are doing here is pretty unfair to their followers. A lot of the people that follow them probably don't have that much money themselves. And it's true that Alana and Pumpkin aren't forcing their followers to give them money or anything like that, but a lot of them still probably feel like it's the right thing to do. And then they might struggle financially themselves. But the real question is, why do Alana and Pumpkin not just get jobs? Even if it was just one of them, since Pumpkin still has her little kids to take care of. I mean, maybe something will change now that Alana has graduated high school, but I think they might actually still think that they're making it on social media, because it's not like they don't earn any money from that, and they could even actually be close to having enough to get by. But they're obviously not quite there. And babies and little kids are just always going to be expensive. And it just kind of looks like Pumpkin and Alana might be in denial about the the whole thing, but they're going to have to get out of that mental place, because at this point, they're just seemingly exploiting their fans for money. But I guess we'll see what happens next with them. Anyway, what do you guys think? Do you think Alana will actually get a job now that she's graduated from high school? And what do you think about how she handles all the online criticism? Let me know in the comments below.